What is up, dudes, and welcome back to episode 65 of Chillin with your boy Dylan. I hope that you guys are all having the days that you deserve, and you deserve the best of the best days today and every day, and you should be wearing a smile today because you deserve it. And you look good with a smile. Even though I don't know what you may look like, I just know that your smile is on point and it's fucking gas. But before I forget, because yesterday I forgot, and this is how I know I'm making like mad progress in my life, because I'm forgetting about this thing. But oh, hold up. Check this out, dude. We got the trash man. Thank you, trash man. You're the best. I love you. Anyway, yesterday marked three months since I had my last alcoholic beverage, and I feel really good about it. And I know I'm making the change is just set. The change has been made because I forget. I just forget that, oh wow, it's been another month. This is how I know I've been, doing things that are more important than, drinking to me. Because in the past, I would always be counting the days, and it was because, I just didn't have any, personality or, so loud. I just didn't have that, sense of self that I do now, and, my whole identity was kind of established around drinking and getting fucked up and doing all this and all that, and now it's I'm actually my own person, and I have hobbies and goals and dreams and passion and shit. I have all of these things that I thought I lacked when I was drinking all the time. It's that void that I was using alcohol to fill is now filled with other things, and it's just more and more every day, because I still do get cravings and the temptation to drink, but it is so easy to just shut that down, because I'm the longer I go, the easier it is to stay off of it. But alright, sorry about that. I had some people come to the front desk, totally killing the vibe, because they were the music's too loud, and I'm well, it's a hostel, shared space, 8 o'clock in the morning, it's not quiet hours anymore, wake your ass up and get your shit going. But anyway, as I was saying, I have my own hobbies, and I have a life now, dude. It's not just all about getting fucked up all the time, and I don't know. I'm really proud of myself, dude, because I never thought I'd be in this situation. I thought I was just kind of condemned to a life of addiction forever, and that it was never going to change, and that I just didn't have a choice. But I see now that it was always a choice. I do not believe for 1 second that, I had my friend's parents, when I was a teenager, they would always say, like, once you're an addict, you're always an addict. And I'm like, I started to believe that. And I started to believe that, like, oh, I'm just, like, stuck in this forever. Like, there's no way out. Like, this is just how it is. But yeah, now I see, like, that is a total lie, total bullshit. Like, I have the freedom to get up and get out of whatever situation it is that I'm in. And yeah, I don't know. I feel so extremely proud of myself and happy. And every day that goes by, I am just so much more and more and more grateful that I stopped doing that shit to myself. Because it really was like I was getting to a point where it was just like so self-destructive. Like, I would, be blacking out. Like, sometimes like near the end of my drinking, I was blacking out like 3 or 4 times a week, dude. Like, and I wouldn't even know how I got in my bed and got home. Like, luckily I always ended up back in my bed somehow, but like, I easily could have just not and ended up in jail or dead or, getting in a fight or, all kinds of just horrible things. And yeah, now I love myself enough to just not put myself in those situations anymore, because there's just so much more to life. And yeah, I'm just really happy about it. And yeah, so yesterday, 3 months, and I think it was 2 months that I've been off the nicotine as well, because I know after my 1 month of not drinking, it was on video. It was in my one of my daily vids. I like took out the nicotine pouch out of my mouth and I threw it in the trash, and I was like, I'm done. And I've been staying true to it. And yeah, definitely still with that, I get the cravings and stuff, but I don't know. It's just that I'm at this point now where I want to not do those things more than I do want to. And just naturally, whatever you truly want is what you're gonna put your energy and stuff towards that. And I will not stand for all the excuses and shit that people tell me anymore, because there's a lot of people that I know that are like, oh, I want to quit vaping, I want to quit drinking, I want to quit. And I'm like, well, then quit. And they're like, oh, it's not that easy. And dude, shut up. Like, it is. You just don't actually want it. Like, if you want it, like, you will stop. It's as simple as that. Like, I was talking to my aunt, and she was like talking about vaping, and she's like I was telling her about how, like, yeah, dude, I quit nicotine like a couple months ago, and she's like, oh man, I really wish I could, and I want to. And I'm like, stop wishing and just do it. Like, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. And she'd be like, oh, well, it's so hard, and like, after this and after that. And I'm like, stop doing that. Stop. Like, you have this thing that you want, and you can have it. As simple as that. But you're putting all these conditions on it and saying, like, oh, when the right time happens, and once this lines up and this, and blah blah blah. Well, it's never gonna happen. If you think it's gonna come tomorrow, it's not, because there is no tomorrow, dude. Because by time tomorrow gets here, it's today. It's now. And I called her out on it. I was like, you just don't actually want it. And she was like, respectfully, no, blah blah blah. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm not gonna argue with it, because I know the truth. And it's like, it's all excuses. It really is. All this justification around all this stuff, like, oh, I need to have this lined up, blah blah blah. That's just, you're just justifying keeping something that you don't want in your life. And that's just, when you truly, like, can see that that's what you're doing, you'll realize how delusional that is, you know, like putting all these conditions and things on your desires. Like, if you really want to stop, you will. But I have another person at the desk. Okay. Anyway, yeah, if you really truly do want to stop drinking, smoking, doing whatever it is, it's as easy as you want it to be. And I say that with full confidence, dude. Like, don't make excuses. The only reason you won't stop is because you justify keeping things that you don't want in your life. And that is hell right there. When you have something that, or like a habit, it could be anything. It doesn't even have to just be drugs or alcohol. It's like anything that you do, there's no excuse. There's no excuse as to, like, people complain about their addictions and their bad habits and things like that. I've done it, and I still do it sometimes, but like, the more I'm aware of this, the less I do it. But you can't complain about it if it's something that, like, you're doing it, dude. You are doing it. You have the power to stop, and all it takes is a decision. It's as simple as that. And if you truly make that decision and stay true to it, you'll look back and be like, wow, like, that's all I had to do the whole time was decide to stop or start something. Like, all it comes down to is a simple decision. It's the easiest thing in the world. As long as you... It's no different, like, deciding to quit alcohol or drugs or whatever is the same thing as deciding to wake up in the morning, deciding to brush your teeth, deciding to eat something. It's the same process, just with a different thing. That's it. Your decision is so powerful. It's the most powerful thing. Like, nothing can stop your decision besides you. And yeah, that's what this kind of like journey into like, sobriety from alcohol and nicotine and shit has showed me. It's just like, you can't sit there and complain and act like a victim, because you're not. You are actively creating these circumstances of your life, like, that you're in. Like, it's not like up to anything outside of you. And if you think it is, then you're living in a delusion, dude. Like, straight up. And disagree with it all you want. I don't care. I found the truth. And, if you take what I'm saying and apply it, you'll find out it's the truth too. And yeah. But anyway, today is already a banging day, because I said so. And just like I said, that decision, I decided it's a good day, so it is, and nothing can stop that from happening. But yeah, working at the front desk until 1:30, and then I got a couple hours until my coworker from the map shop gets off work, and then I'm gonna go visit her, and she's gonna give me a tattoo, dude, like a stick and poke tattoo, which I'm excited because I've never got a stick and poke. It might take longer, but yeah, she's done a lot of them. She's really talented, and I'm excited too because this coworker is, I don't know, I've always had like really good conversations with her, and always I don't know, she's like kind of inspiring to me because she's just very artistic, and I know she's somebody that like really knows her worth and value. So I'm excited because we're gonna have some like good conversation for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna get a like aperture tattoo, and I just don't know where to put it, dude. I'm thinking like right here would be cool, like on my chest, I guess, or like, I don't know, back of the neck. But I want to see it, but I want to put it on my arm. But this arm, I'm going for like all like love and like hearts and peace and shit like that. And then this is like nature and stuff. So I'm like really indecisive as to where to put it. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like right here would be cool. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I'll catch y'all later, dudes. Also, drop some feedback about the intro that I made for the vids, because I don't know. I feel like it was really cool, but like I know there's room for improvement. So, any feedback, not even just on the intro, but any of the vids, any aspect of the vids, let me know. Let me know. Drop a comment, dude. Please. Thank you. Bye. Sup, dudes? Sorry about this thing that's in the way up here. I have this shit set up like in this umbrella on this table, but that's just kind of there. It's better. Cheers, mate. Eat that glizzy, dude. If you got a glizzy, pound it with me, dude. Today's been a good day. I just I love me a fucking 7-Eleven glizzy, dude. They got 2 for $3.50. Ain't that a bargain? That's a bargain, dude. But anyway, yeah, I worked at the front desk today. It was kind of a fucking wild, like, literally at the last 5 minutes of my shift, this dude came in and like, he was like, I don't know if he was drunk or high or just like crazy. I don't fucking know. But he had this like California ID with a Las Vegas address on it, which is like, that isn't how that works. Like, you would just have a Nevada ID. But yeah, he came in and like, we were like, oh yeah, we can't accept this because it's fake. Like, that's obvious. And he just like blew up on us, dude. And like, he was like a black dude, and I'm obviously a white dude. And like, I don't know. I was just looking at him while he was talking, and he was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You're looking at me, you look like such a fucking idiot right now. And I was like, what, dude? Like, I literally wasn't even, he was just talking, and I just like, I wasn't even really listening to what he was saying because I just didn't care. I was like, dude, you're just making a bunch of noise right now. I don't care what the fuck you have to say. But yeah, then he started saying that he wanted to like fight everybody, and like we were about to call the police, but he fucked off and left. And yeah, I was just like, whatever, dude. That hostel, dude, like, I am just so like, I'm checked out. Like, I just don't care anymore about anything that goes on there. Like, I'll do my shit and sleep there, but like, otherwise I'm not staying in there whatsoever. But yeah, I heard back from the lodge out in Idaho today, and they said, "Oh, I want to go ahead with other people that aren't as good as you, Dylan." And I was like, whatever, dude, your loss, not really mine. But that kind of like sucks, because Chandler and I were planning to spend the summer together and work out there. And it was really interesting though, because I was like, at first I got really upset about it. I was like, what the fuck, man, blah 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 blah. But then I was like, I could see where my frustration came, because I was attached to an outcome. I was attached to like, oh, it has to be this way, otherwise it's the end of the world, it's just not good, blah blah blah. And I was like, you know what, dude, like, just detach from that, let go of that, dude. Like, thinking that things have to be a certain way, like, again, it's just one of those moments where it's like, the circumstances don't matter. I can still choose to be happy and feel fulfilled, and like the way that I would feel if I were to have that work out, like, I can still feel that way. Like, I don't need this thing to happen in order for me to be like happy and complete and whole. Like, it's whatever. Like, and honestly, I'm like, you know what, I could just look for something even better and go somewhere even cooler. So I started applying to more jobs. Like, yeah, I don't know, like in the past I could see where like I would have, like, this would have happened and it would have just totally ruined my day, and I would have like been kind of like paralyzed by this. I don't know, like I would have just got all up in my head and like, oh, why, oh, poor me, why does it never work out, blah 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 blah. But whatever, dude, just get back up and go again. Just try again with something else. And like, you know, maybe it's like that didn't work out because maybe I would have had like an awful nightmare experience there, you know? I'm at a point where I'm just like, fuck it, man. Like, I'm just gonna let go completely. I don't know. Like, however things are, it's perfect. It's perfect. I don't need to change all this stuff. I don't need to whatever. I don't care anymore. I don't. I'm more focused on my internal life. Like, that's what's important to me now. I don't give a shit anymore about things I can't control and things that, you know, like, I shouldn't, none of us should be worried about anything, you know? That life goes how it goes, and it goes better than we could ever even imagine it to go, you know? Like, I see, like, you know what? I'm focusing on my peace and my happiness and my fulfillment and these inner states and these inner things, because that's what I do have control over and what I do have a choice in and a say in. And I'm done waiting on something on the outside to happen in order for me to feel a certain way, in order to whatever. Like, no, I don't care. I really don't care anymore. Like, I could be in a fucking cesspool, shithole, fucking pile of garbage. I don't care. I'm still just gonna choose to be happy because I can and I have that ability. And we all do. So, yeah, at first I was like, oh, what the fuck, man? But now I'm like, you know what? It just opens up a new opportunity for something that is even better. I hope that Chandler and I can still spend the summer together somehow and like work at the same place, but you know, I'm not attached to that outcome either. Like, if it happens, cool, and if not, cool. Like, I would like that, but it's not the end of the world. If it doesn't happen, like, we're still homies. It's like, you know, it's not the end of the world. If whatever it is that you want doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world, dude. Who cares? Like, just get up and move. And like, we're abundant like that. We're abundant. There's opportunities literally everywhere. Like, just because one thing doesn't work out doesn't mean that, like, oh, the whole plan is ruined, everything is ruined. Like, no, that's ridiculous. That's just a victim mindset, and fuck that, dude. Like, we ain't victims over here. But anyway, I was gonna get the tattoo today, for my coworker, but I ended up kind of deciding against it for now, because I do want to be, like, financially responsible. Like, I know yesterday I talked about, like, not letting money control me and shit, which money isn't deciding this for me. Like, there's a fine line between, like, I don't know, like, I want to be financially responsible and free, you know? So it's like, I can get that tattoo anytime, but, like, I have this trip coming up in, like, 2 weeks. I want to make sure that, you know, I'm set up for that. I don't know. I just, like, don't need to do that right now. And so, you know, I decided, like, you know what? I'll hold off on that for a second. I don't have, like, a burning desire for a tattoo. And, you know, I'd look at it like, you know what, like, I don't want to fuck myself over anymore. I don't want to do that where, like, you know, I'll decide something, and, because, like, deep down I was like, you know what, I know if I chose that, like, I'd, you know, be like, oh, fuck, like, I just spent some money that, like, you know, could have went towards this trip, and, like, yeah, I don't know. I've been, like, just feeling more, like, responsible lately, and more like, yeah, just, like, you know what, like, there are things that I want, but I don't need them, and, like, you know, there's things that, like, if you choose one thing, sometimes you're choosing. If you choose to say yes to some things, you're choosing to say no to other things. And, like, you know, this trip out there is more important to me than a tattoo, because, you know, I could get that anytime. And, like, I can make a trip anytime, but, like, the trip is happening, you know, that is happening. And I want to make sure that, like, I'm choosing that. I'm choosing that trip and choosing it. So yeah, I don't know, but so I just went to the library, and I ended up doing. I did quite a bit of work. I did some pictures for this guy that I saw this guy skateboarding yesterday, so I started taking pictures of him to practice a little bit on, like, a moving subject. So I got those edited up and sent them to him. And then I also edited up some pictures of this lady's dog that I took pictures of at the park the other day. Sent those to her. So I'm getting myself out there, dude. And then I also started choosing pictures that I want to put in a portfolio for, you know, like, when I start, you know, really putting it, like, I'm setting it up to where it's like, you know, somebody is asking about pictures, I could be like, oh, I got you, dude, like, here's some of my work, and, you know, like, some of my best or favorite shots, like, will be in there. But something that also, I've been keeping this journal, so I've been writing in it, and there was a moment today where there's this one guy at the hostel, and, like, I don't know, he's, like, asked me quite a few things, and, like, I always, pretty much everything he asks, like, I just want to say no. But, like, I caught myself, like, saying yes to, like, whatever it is, like, Like the other day, he wanted to like go out and do this, whatever. I'm trying to keep it anonymous, but he wanted to go out and do this thing, and I honestly didn't really give a shit. I didn't want to. Like, if I'm being completely honest, I did not have any interest in this thing whatsoever. But I said yes anyway, and I was like, the whole time I just like was in this experience that I just didn't want to be in, and I didn't enjoy it whatsoever. And it from a victim standpoint, like from a victim mindset, you would be like, oh man, like this guy is like just boring the fuck out of me. This whole thing is just boring. But it's like, when you truly look at it, it's like your yes is what made that experience happen. Like, you could have easily just avoided that whole thing and not been in this whole situation that you just don't want to be in. And then today he asked me something, and like, I really was just like, dude, fuck off. Like, I don't want to do that, dude. Like, and I caught myself like arguing with myself in my head about like, oh, but you should say yes because you don't want to hurt his feelings, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, dude, stop. Like, you're going to hurt your own feelings if you say yes to him and say no to yourself. Like, so I said no. I was like, no, sorry, dude, but no, I don't really want to. But that got me thinking, and I wrote this down. I'm just gonna read it. But I said, I've always felt like saying no was a bad thing. I had always thought that saying no was gonna hurt people and make horrible, awful things happen. And so, I would always end up in some situation I didn't want to be in. I would end up suffering simply because I cared about everyone else's feelings more than my own. I always thought it was selfish to say no to people. But now I see that it's anything but. People need to hear no. When you hear no enough from others and the whole world, you learn to say yes to yourself. When you hear no enough, you learn to give yourself what you want. And when you say no to what you don't want, you automatically say yes to what you do want. And there's no need to feel bad about saying no, because none of us owe each other anything, nor should anyone expect anything out of you. Just as you should not expect anything out of anyone else. No is a great word to use. It is also important to know when to say no to yourself. So, yeah, I feel like, and that was just so free. It was just so free to me. Like, you never have to say yes or no. You never have to do any of these things. Like, I always felt like I had to say yes to people. But you don't. And you don't have to say no either. It's simply, what do you want to say? Like, that's the thing, is like, there's no right or wrong about it. It's just, what do you want? Like, and so yeah, I don't know. I feel just like that much more free, because now I understand, like, it's my life. I can do whatever the fuck I want with it. And if I don't want to do whatever it is that you're wanting me to do, I can say no. And I don't owe anyone an explanation as to why I said no. I don't need to over-explain myself. You can just say no and move on. And, you know, if someone wants to take that negatively, well, that's not your problem, dude. That's literally their problem, because they can't take no for an answer. And yeah, I don't know. It's just so freeing. But I'm gonna wrap this up for now. It's a lot longer than I thought it was gonna be, but yeah, I'll catch y'all later, or not. I don't know. If this video ends, it ends, and if it doesn't, it does. Or if it ends, it ends, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. You'll know if the video is over if there's no more clips after this. But until next time, peace out. I love you. Remember to say yes to yourself, or no to yourself, depending on what the fuck you're trying to, I don't know. Say yes to what you want and say no to what you don't. It's as simple as that. Alright, peace out, motherfuckers.